My beloved child, stop everything. Right now, be still and listen, for I am speaking directly to your heart. You haven't been overlooked. You haven't been forgotten. I see you, I know you, and I have never taken my eyes off you, not for a single moment. The world may have passed you by, people may have ignored your worth, but heaven has been watching, preparing, and positioning you for something extraordinary. This is not a mistake. This moment, this message, is divine timing. You've been wondering if your prayers have fallen into silence, if your faith has gone unnoticed, if your efforts have been in vain. But I tell you now, every seed you have sown, every tear you have cried, every moment you stayed faithful when no one saw, they are all counted. I've been writing your story behind the scenes, and what I'm about to reveal will make sense of every delay, every heartbreak, every detour. You haven't been overlooked, you've been handpicked, chosen for a purpose that will outshine the pain of your past. I see how tired you are, how heavy your heart feels. You've carried burdens you were never meant to bear alone. You've smiled through storms, held others up while you were breaking inside, and whispered prayers when your faith was fading. But hear me, I am the God who restores. I am the God who redeems. I am the God who rewards those who refuse to give up. And I say to you now, your season of hiddenness is ending. The doors that have been shut are about to open. The people who overlooked you will watch as I elevate you before their eyes. You've been in the background, but I'm bringing you to the forefront. You've been in preparation, not punishment. The waiting wasn't wasted, it was refining you, molding you, strengthening you. Every disappointment was redirection, every rejection was protection. And now, I'm setting the stage for your breakthrough. This isn't just a shift, it's divine alignment. I'm moving things you can't see, orchestrating connections, aligning timing, and opening doors no one can close. Stay ready, stay expectant, stay faithful. Comment 777 below if you feel this truth in your spirit, because this is your confirmation. I am speaking directly to you, and I am declaring that the season of being unseen is over. You are about to walk into visibility, favor, and divine opportunity. I know the world has told you you're behind, but heaven says you are right on time. The delay was never denial, it was design. I've been developing the strength in you to handle what's coming, because what I'm about to release in your life requires maturity, patience, and faith. And you have it. The pain you endured wasn't pointless. It produced something priceless inside you: resilience, compassion, depth. You see, the very things that made you feel small were preparing you to stand tall. The very seasons that broke you are the ones that built you. You are stronger than you know, and heaven is proud of how far you've come. I saw when you kept going, even when no one clapped. I saw when you chose faith over fear. I saw when you helped others while waiting for your own breakthrough, and I am rewarding that faithfulness. Stop doubting your worth. Stop questioning your calling. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. I am breathing life into the dreams you buried, the hopes you thought had expired. This is the season of awakening. The promises you thought were dead are coming back to life. The prayers you whispered in the dark are about to echo in the light. You haven't been overlooked, you've been preserved for such a time as this. The enemy has tried to convince you that you're invisible, that your efforts don't matter, that you're forgotten. But those are lies. I've hidden you not to harm you, but to prepare you. I've kept you in the quiet so I could strengthen your voice. I've refined you in the fire so you could carry the flame. And now, I'm about to display what I've been developing. This is your unveiling. This is your divine reveal. Every eye that once overlooked you will now see the evidence of my hand upon your life. If this is resonating with your soul, hit that like button right now, because your agreement in faith activates what heaven is releasing. I am aligning divine resources for you. Financial freedom, healing, restoration, they're all in motion. You will see doors of opportunity swing open. You will feel burdens lift. You will know that I have been here all along, working for your good. Don't let the temporary noise of the world distract you from the eternal promise I've spoken over you. You've been saying, God, when will it be my turn? And I say to you, your turn is coming, and it will be worth every second of the wait. The blessings I'm releasing aren't small or partial. They're pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I'm restoring the years that were stolen, the joy that was drained, the peace that was disturbed. This is your time to rise, to shine, to step into the fullness of what I've promised. Don't hold back. Don't shrink down. You were made to stand out. Your name is being mentioned in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your work is being seen by people you haven't met. Your obedience is opening doors you didn't even know existed. That's how I work, quietly, powerfully, perfectly. I am the God who sees, and I've seen your faithfulness. Now, I'm about to reward it. What I'm bringing into your life will silence the doubts, heal the wounds, and make you say, only God could have done this. Stay humble, stay grateful, stay ready. Because you haven't been overlooked, you've been chosen. You've been walking through a season where silence felt like abandonment, but I was there, speaking in ways your heart could not yet understand. Every quiet moment was an invitation to trust deeper. Every closed door was protection from what would have hurt you. I've been guarding you from things you thought you wanted, because what I'm preparing for you is far greater than what you could have imagined. You haven't missed your chance. The opportunity designed for you cannot be taken by anyone else, because it carries your name in heaven's record. What I've ordained for you is preserved, untouched, waiting for the moment I say, now. You've been fighting battles that seemed endless, facing challenges that drained your strength, yet here you are, still standing. That's not by accident, that's grace. You thought you were breaking, but you were building. You thought you were losing, but you were learning. I've been teaching you endurance, training you in faith, refining your heart so it can hold the weight of the blessings coming your way. My child, you're not fragile, you're fortified. You've become a vessel strong enough to carry favor without pride, and success without losing humility. The fire didn't destroy you, it defined you. I know there are moments when you looked around and saw others advancing while you felt stuck. But what you couldn't see is that I was accelerating you in a different dimension. I was developing your spirit when others were chasing visibility. And when your moment arrives, it will look like overnight success, but it will be the harvest of years of hidden obedience. Do not envy what seems quick for others. Quick growth fades fast. What I'm building in you will last. You've been planted deeply, so you can stand tall when the winds of life blow strong. I haven't overlooked you. I've been investing in you. Listen closely. The tables are turning. The very places where you were rejected will call for you again, not out of pity, but out of purpose. The same people who doubted you will witness the power of divine favor in your life. But don't gloat, bless them. Show grace, for grace has carried you here. Your rise will not come from revenge. It will come from redemption. I'm rewriting your story with love, not bitterness. I'm replacing shame with honor, lack with abundance, tears with triumph. You're not stepping into a repeat of your past, you're stepping into restoration. There are divine assignments waiting for your yes. I've placed you where you are on purpose. You may not understand every reason now, but I never make mistakes. Every season serves a purpose. The workplace that feels ordinary, the relationship that challenges your patience, the waiting that stretches your faith, it's all working for your good. I'm aligning you with people who will sharpen you, not drain you. I'm opening doors that lead to peace, not confusion. I'm teaching you to discern, because not every opportunity is mine. Learn to wait for what bears my signature of peace. Comment 777 if your heart feels this, because your confirmation is arriving through this word. I see how you've questioned your worth, how you've compared your progress, how you've feared being forgotten. But I remind you, your value isn't measured by attention, it's measured by intention. I created you intentionally, with gifts the world needs. Don't hide them anymore. Don't silence your voice because of past rejection. I've placed an anointing in you that can't be ignored forever. When I breathe on it, no platform, no algorithm, no system can keep you unseen. What's yours is already written. What's coming is already sealed. I am removing what's been draining your energy. The people, the habits, the fears that once held power over you are losing their grip. I'm breaking toxic cycles, cutting ties that stunted your growth, freeing you from what no longer aligns with your destiny. It may hurt to let go, but release brings renewal. Don't cling to what I've already called you to outgrow. The next level requires lighter hands and a stronger heart. You can't receive new blessings while holding on to old burdens. Trust me enough to release, and I'll fill the empty spaces with peace. You've asked, when will things finally shift? The answer is soon, sooner than you think. The breakthrough isn't coming from effort alone, it's coming from alignment. When your heart aligns with my will, the doors open naturally. You won't have to force what's meant for you. You won't have to beg for what I've ordained. I'm positioning people to favor you, not because of luck, but because of my promise. You will step into rooms where your name has already been spoken. You will receive calls that confirm what your spirit already knew. I haven't overlooked you. I've been preparing you. If you feel this truth rising within you, hit that like button and lift your faith higher. You're stepping into a new rhythm of grace, a new flow of peace. I'm silencing confusion and amplifying clarity. The fog is lifting. The distractions are fading. You're about to see with new eyes, to dream with renewed faith. What once seemed impossible will become effortless, not because it's easy, but because I'm doing it with you. The same God who walked with you through the valley is now walking you into victory. Stay close to me, and I'll show you that everything you thought was overlooked was actually under divine construction. I see the weariness in your prayers, the moments you whispered, God, do you still see me? Yes, I see you. I've never stopped watching over you. Every tear was a seed, and every moment of silence was a setup for revelation. You didn't go unnoticed. You went through transformation. And what emerges now is stronger, wiser, radiant, with purpose. You are about to walk in rooms where your presence alone carries peace. You will speak words that heal. You will touch lives in ways you never imagined, because I've been shaping your heart for influence that glorifies me, not man. There's a new boldness awakening inside you, one that no longer needs validation. You're learning to walk by faith, not approval. You're learning that true power is quiet, steady, and rooted in love. I'm teaching you to lead from peace, not pressure, to move with grace, not haste, to build with vision, not reaction. You're no longer who you used to be, and that's something to celebrate. The old you was limited by fear. The new you is led by faith. You've passed the test, and now it's time for the testimony. Comment 777 again if you're ready for this shift, because your agreement in faith is unlocking doors right now. Angels are being dispatched, alignments are forming, provision is being released. Don't doubt it, declare it. Speak life over your situation. Say, I haven't been overlooked, I've been chosen, because that's the truth heaven speaks over you. And soon, the world will see what I've been saying. All along, you've been walking through shadows that made you doubt your own light, but I was never far. I was teaching you to find me even in the dark, to recognize that faith shines brightest when everything else fades. Every unanswered question has been forming wisdom in you. Every pause has been pregnant with purpose. What felt like emptiness was actually the soil of growth. And now, what I planted in secret is ready to bloom in public. You haven't been overlooked, you've been hidden for revelation. And now, I am unveiling you. The doors I'm opening next won't require you to knock. They will open because I have declared your arrival. You won't need to convince anyone to believe in you, because my favor will speak louder than your words. The opportunities coming your way will fit so perfectly, you'll know they were designed just for you. There will be no striving, only aligning. The blessings I'm sending are tailor-made for your obedience, crafted by divine timing and sealed with purpose. You won't chase them, they'll find you, because destiny recognizes its own. You've been faithful with little, and I am entrusting you with much. You've managed pressure with grace, and now I'm releasing abundance with purpose. I'm expanding your territory, but not for comfort, for impact. I'm calling you to lead where others were afraid to go, to speak when others stayed silent, to build when others gave up. Don't shrink back. Don't doubt your readiness. The very qualities you thought disqualified, you are the ones I will use to qualify you. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for surrender. And you've surrendered through every storm. I'm sending divine connections, people who carry keys to your next season. Some will mentor you, some will walk beside you, and some will open doors you couldn't reach alone. Discern wisely, because not everyone attached to your past belongs in your future. The circle around you is changing because your calling is expanding. Don't mourn the ones I've removed. They were part of your preparation, not your destination. Bless them, release them, and step forward. I'm surrounding you with those who will celebrate your growth, not compete with it. The storm you faced didn't destroy you. It revealed you. It showed the strength I placed inside you before time began. Every test you've endured has refined your faith. You no longer depend on what's temporary, you stand on what's eternal. You've learned that peace doesn't come from circumstances, but from my presence. You've learned that joy isn't found in outcomes, but in trust. And because you've learned these things, you're ready for what's next. You've proven faithful in the hidden place, and now heaven is ready to honor that faithfulness. Comment 777 if your spirit feels this confirmation, because I am releasing signs in your life that will prove my word true. Unexpected blessings, divine timing, miraculous favor. It's all being aligned in your favor. The obstacles that once intimidated you will now become stepping stones beneath your feet. The opposition that once drained you will become proof of your anointing. I'm turning your challenges into channels of blessing. You'll see how I use what was meant to harm you to position you higher than you imagined. What once brought tears will soon bring testimony. The next chapter of your life won't resemble the last one. The tone is shifting, the scenery is changing, the atmosphere is clearing. You're stepping into a season where you'll finally breathe freely again. The heaviness you carried is lifting, the confusion is breaking. I'm restoring clarity to your vision and confidence to your spirit. You'll move with purpose and speak with authority, because you'll know deep down that I've chosen you for this. You won't have to force it. Your presence will carry peace that others can feel. That's the mark of my glory upon you. You've prayed for change, and now I'm changing everything. But it won't come through chaos. It will come through alignment. I'm shifting your environment, realigning your steps, and breathing new life into old dreams. What you thought was over, I'm reviving. What you thought was lost, I'm returning. What you thought was too late, I'm redeeming. My child, your story is not behind schedule, it's right on time. Everything that felt delayed was a divine pause to prepare the path before you. Now that the foundation is firm, the structure of blessing can rise. Hit that like button if you feel this stirring in your heart, because your act of faith is releasing something powerful. I am not just speaking promises, I am fulfilling them. The people who once ignored you will begin to notice you, not because you changed for them, but because I've elevated you for me. You'll shine without striving, influence without intention, impact without imitation. This is the fruit of staying rooted when it was easier to run. You've remained faithful, and now your harvest is due. I see your heart's desire to make a difference, to bring light where there's darkness, to serve even when unseen. That's why I've chosen you. I didn't pick the perfect, I picked the willing, and your willingness has moved heaven. I'm giving you platforms not for popularity, but for purpose. I'm giving you resources not for luxury, but for legacy. You're stepping into a divine exchange, your faith for my fulfillment, your surrender for my strategy, your obedience for my overflow. This is what it looks like when heaven rewards the humble. I am restoring your confidence. No longer will you question whether you're enough. You are enough because I made you enough. The gifts within you aren't random, they're revelation. I designed you with intention. The creativity, the compassion, the persistence, they all reflect my image. Stop doubting the masterpiece I've created. I don't make mistakes, and I didn't start with you. You are not behind, you are becoming. You are not forgotten, you are favored. And soon, everything I've whispered in secret will manifest in the open for all to see. Comment 777 if you feel this awakening in your soul, because this word isn't just encouragement, it's activation. Heaven is moving on your behalf even now. The angels are aligning, the opportunities are unfolding, the timing is perfect. What's ahead is not just a blessing, it's a calling fulfilled. You haven't been overlooked, you've been positioned. And now, it's time for you to step into the spotlight of my glory, where everything that once worked against you will begin to work for you. There are moments ahead that will stretch your faith, but they will not break you. Every new level requires new strength, and I am equipping you now for what's next. You will feel a shift in your spirit before you see it in the natural, because I always move in the unseen first. Don't doubt the stirring within you, it's my spirit awakening what's been dormant. The ideas, the dreams, the visions returning to your heart are not random. They are reminders of what I promised long ago. I am reigniting your passion, rekindling your courage, and reminding you that the best is still unfolding. You've carried others for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to be carried. Let me carry you now. Rest in my presence, and I'll renew your strength. You don't have to strive to prove your worth. Your worth was sealed before you took your first breath. My love for you isn't earned by performance. It's anchored in who I am. You don't have to do more to be loved. You just have to receive it. Let my peace settle over you like a warm blanket, silencing every voice that says you're not enough. You are loved, you are seen, and you are held. The season of scarcity is coming to an end. The drought has served its purpose to teach you dependence, not despair. I'm sending rain now, rain that restores, refreshes, and revives. Your resources will multiply, your creativity will flow freely, and your provision will overflow. The same God who provided manna in the wilderness will now bring abundance to your table. Expect favor in unexpected places. Expect financial freedom where there was once struggle. Expect supernatural solutions where there was once confusion. I am turning lack into legacy, and your story will inspire others to believe again. You've endured seasons of pruning, and though it hurt, it was necessary. I had to remove what hindered your growth to make room for greater fruit. Some relationships, some opportunities, some habits, they couldn't come with you into the next chapter. Don't look back. What's ahead will make sense of what you lost. Every branch that was cut away will be replaced with new life. You will flourish in places you once failed. You will succeed in areas where others doubted you. The same soil that buried your past will birth your future. You are stepping into fruitfulness like never before. Comment 777 if your heart feels this awakening, because your faith is connecting to a divine promise. I am breathing courage into your lungs again. You will speak with power, not fear. You will walk with assurance, not hesitation. You will rise with authority, not anxiety. The world needs what I've placed inside you. Don't dim your light to fit into small places. You were created to illuminate, to influence, to inspire. The challenges ahead are not roadblocks. They're training grounds for your calling. You're about to see how I turn pressure into purpose and resistance into revelation. There's a movement I'm birthing through you, one that will impact generations. Your obedience today is planting seeds for tomorrow's freedom. The prayers you're praying now will become the protection over those who follow you. This is bigger than your comfort. It's about your legacy. You will be the one who breaks generational cycles, who rewrites family stories, who restores what was stolen. The enemy thought he could silence you through suffering, but I'm using your pain as a platform. What once broke you will now become the message that heals others. Every scar is a story of victory, and your voice will carry healing power. You've been misunderstood, even by those closest to you, but that's because your calling is higher than their comprehension. Stop explaining what I've already confirmed. You don't owe anyone understanding when I've already given you instruction. Move forward in faith, even if no one else sees what I've shown you. I will vindicate you through results, not arguments. The fruit of your obedience will silence every doubt. Those who questioned you will soon witness what I've been building in you. This is the season where your actions will preach louder than your words. You've looked for signs, for confirmation, for assurance that you're still on the right path. This is it. This word, this moment, it's your sign. You are not off course. You are on the edge of manifestation. Keep walking, keep believing, keep expecting. You're closer than you think. I'm aligning your steps with divine precision. Every detour, every delay, every denial has led you here. You were never wandering, you were being guided. And now, the road ahead will straighten, the fog will lift, and you'll see the beauty of where I've brought you. If this is stirring your soul, hit that like button and declare it aloud. I haven't been overlooked, I've been chosen. Speak it with conviction, proclaim it in faith, because when you declare my truth, the heavens respond. Your words create shifts in the atmosphere. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and I'm teaching you to speak life. Don't use your voice to replay your pain, use it to prophesy your promise. Call forth what I've already prepared. You're not waiting for favor. Favor is waiting for your faith. I am sending peace that doesn't make sense, the kind of peace that quiets anxiety and calms storms. You'll wake up one morning and realize the weight is gone, not because the circumstances changed, but because your spirit did. You'll begin to see beauty where there was once brokenness, clarity where there was confusion, confidence where there was doubt. That's what happens when you walk with me. I turn mourning into dancing, ashes into beauty, weakness into strength. You are entering that transformation now. What once felt like endings will reveal themselves as beginnings. Comment 777 if you feel the confirmation burning in your heart, because you are being set apart for something holy. This isn't random. This isn't accidental. You were chosen for this moment, for this message, for this move of God. Every detail of your life has been woven with intention. And now, the masterpiece is beginning to show. Keep trusting me. Keep walking in faith, and keep your eyes lifted, because what's coming next will not just bless you, it will bless everyone connected to you. You've been walking with faith through unfamiliar places, and though the road has been uncertain, I've never let go of your hand. I've guided you through terrain that others would have feared to cross, because I knew what was waiting on the other side. You've been walking by faith, not sight. And now the evidence of that faith is about to manifest. What you believed in the dark will soon be visible in the light. This is the moment where unseen seeds break the surface, where prayers turn into proof, and where trust turns into triumph. I am breathing new creativity into you. The ideas that come to you now are not ordinary, they're divine downloads. Pay attention to the quiet whispers, the sudden bursts of inspiration, the dreams that wake you in the night. These are not coincidences, they are instructions. Write them down, act on them. I'm giving you blueprints for the future, strategies that carry heaven's signature. You won't need to imitate anyone, because what I'm birthing through you is original. You are a pioneer of something new, a vessel of innovation wrapped in faith. You've been asking for direction, and I'm giving it not all at once, but step by step. I reveal enough for today because faith is built in motion. You don't need to see the whole map. You only need to trust the voice that guides you. Each act of obedience unlocks the next instruction. Don't hesitate when I nudge you forward. I've gone ahead of you, clearing paths, preparing hearts, arranging divine timing. You are walking into rooms prepared before you were born. The ground may feel unsteady, but it's sacred. Every step you take is establishing legacy. Comment 777 if your spirit recognizes this truth, because agreement creates alignment. The more you respond in faith, the more heaven moves on your behalf. I'm releasing favor that finds you, even when you're not searching. You'll meet people who will say, "I don't know why, but I'm supposed to help you." That's not luck, that's divine orchestration. I'm positioning allies in places of influence. I'm softening hearts that once resisted you. I'm preparing introductions that will shift your future. You won't need to force open what I've already unlocked. There's a healing coming to your heart, not just from recent wounds, but from long-buried pain. I'm touching the places that even words couldn't reach. You thought you had moved on, but I see the hidden ache that lingers beneath your strength. I'm replacing sorrow with serenity, pain with peace, and bitterness with beauty. You won't carry this into your next chapter. The tears you've cried have watered the soil for your renewal. Healing isn't just coming, it's already in motion. You'll begin to notice the weight lifting, the joy returning, the laughter resurfacing. That's me restoring your soul. I'm also healing your perception of yourself. For too long, you've seen yourself through the lens of your mistakes. But I've never defined you by your failures. I've defined you by your future. You are not the sum of what went wrong. You are the evidence of what grace can do. Let go of the shame that keeps you small. Let go of the guilt that chains your growth. I've already forgiven you. Now forgive yourself. The same voice that spoke galaxies into being is speaking over you. Redeemed, renewed, restored. That's who you are in my eyes. And that's the only identity that matters. You've been faithful in battles that no one saw, and now I'm about to make the reward just as public as the struggle was private. The light that's coming will expose your endurance. I'm not just blessing you for surviving, I'm blessing you for thriving. You didn't fold under pressure. You flourished in pain. And now, everything that tried to bury you will become evidence of your resilience. The season that almost broke you will be the story that builds others. What once was your greatest wound will become your greatest weapon of wisdom. Hit that like button if your heart knows this is your moment, because faith acts before it sees. I'm moving behind the scenes right now, weaving together connections, opportunities, and timing that will converge into miracles. You won't have to strive for recognition. Your obedience is already attracting it. The spotlight I'm placing you in isn't for vanity, it's for victory. You'll stand as proof that persistence pays, that faith works, that hope never disappoints. I'm using your life as a message, your journey as a sermon, and your breakthrough as an example of my glory. There's a wave of restoration coming to your household. What's been divided will be mended. What's been cold will be warmed again by love. I'm healing relationships that seemed beyond repair. Hearts that once clashed will now connect. Words that once wounded will be replaced by words that build. I'm reconciling generations, bringing peace where there was pain and unity where there was misunderstanding. Families are being restored not by human effort, but by divine intervention. The same hand that created the stars is now touching your home. You've also been praying for clarity in your purpose, and I'm answering. The confusion you've been feeling isn't failure, it's transition. You're evolving into the next phase of your calling. Don't be afraid to outgrow what once fit you. Don't shrink to stay familiar. The old you served its purpose. Now it's time for expansion. The assignments that once fulfilled you may no longer fit because I'm stretching your capacity. You are being promoted in the spirit before it manifests in the natural. Your calling is maturing, and your anointing is deepening. Trust the shift, it's not loss, it's leveling up. Comment 777 if your spirit bears witness, because this word is confirmation of movement. The anointing I've placed in you is awakening new gifts, new wisdom, and new influence. You'll notice opportunities that used to pass you by will now pause for you. That's the evidence of my hand at work. The season where you had to chase is over. Now, blessings will chase you. You're stepping into divine magnetism, where what's meant for you can no longer miss you. You won't need to compete, because what's yours carries a heavenly seal. The overlooked will now be overblessed, and that's you. You are about to step into a season where what once confused you will now make perfect sense. The delays that made you question my presence will reveal themselves as the very path that carried you into destiny. Every unanswered prayer, every closed door, every not yet, will stand as evidence that I was working, even when you couldn't see it. You thought you were standing still, but you were being positioned. You thought nothing was happening, but I was building everything beneath the surface. The foundation had to be strong enough to hold what's coming, and now it is. I am about to accelerate your steps. Where progress once felt slow, things will now move swiftly. What used to take years will take months. What took months will take days. You'll begin to experience divine acceleration, not through your striving, but through your surrender. You've been faithful with time, and now I am redeeming time. I'm restoring lost opportunities, bringing back what seemed gone forever, and making the rest of your days more fruitful than all that came before. Don't look back with regret. Look forward with expectation. The future I've designed for you is filled with favor and overflow. The dreams that have lingered in your heart are not random, they are prophetic. I placed them there as a compass to guide your purpose. Some of them felt too big, too far, too impossible. But I never asked you to do it alone. I am your source, your strength, your strategy. Step out again, dream again, believe again. I'm breathing new life into every vision you thought had expired. You will see resources appear at the exact moment they are needed. You will encounter divine provision that confirms my promise. This isn't fantasy. This is fulfillment. The impossible will become your reality because I'm the one orchestrating it. Comment 777 if your heart feels this word burning inside you, because your faith is the signal that activates what heaven has already declared. I am releasing courage over you, courage to begin, courage to continue, courage to believe when the evidence is invisible. You're not walking alone. Angels are accompanying you into every room, every meeting, every moment. My presence goes before you and surrounds you. The atmosphere shifts when you arrive, because I'm within you. You carry the light of heaven in every step you take, and darkness cannot stand against it. I am calling you to higher discipline. This new season requires new focus. Guard your time, your words, your thoughts, and your peace. Don't waste your energy explaining yourself to those not assigned to understand you. Your validation will not come from man, it will come from manifestation. What I'm about to do in your life will speak for itself. Stay consistent in the small things, because consistency is the language of faith. I see your quiet efforts, your unseen sacrifices, your silent prayers. They have reached heaven, and I'm responding with open favor. You will soon walk through doors that others tried to close, but they will have to watch as I honor you. The very environment that once resisted you will now recognize you. You won't need to fight for a seat at the table, because I'm preparing one for you. The same table where you were once overlooked will become the place where you are celebrated. I'm shifting the atmosphere in your favor. When people see you, they will see my glory. When they hear you, they will hear my wisdom. You are becoming a living testimony of what faith can do when it refuses to quit. I am sending restoration to your health, physical, emotional, and spiritual. The exhaustion that has followed you is leaving now. Your body will regain strength, your mind will find rest, and your spirit will overflow with peace. I'm replacing anxiety with assurance, tension with tranquility, and weariness with wonder. I designed your body to heal, and my spirit is reviving you from within. You will wake up renewed, and every breath will remind you that I am still your healer. You will walk in energy that feels supernatural, because it is my power sustaining you where your strength once ended. If this resonates with your soul, hit that like button right now and lift your heart in gratitude, because praise opens portals that prayer alone cannot. Gratitude is the key that unlocks my abundance. Thank me in advance for what's already unfolding, because thanksgiving multiplies blessings. I'm not just adding to your life, I'm multiplying. The doors I open next will not just bless you, they will bless generations through you. You are carrying legacy within you, and every act of obedience today is sowing seeds for your lineage tomorrow. I'm writing your family's future through your faith. I'm breaking limitations that have followed your bloodline for generations. The patterns that stopped others will not stop you. The walls that confined them will crumble before you. You will be the one who shifts the story. Your name will be associated with breakthrough, not bondage. I'm releasing wisdom to handle wealth, humility to carry honor, and vision to sustain influence. You won't just rise, you'll remain. You won't just be blessed, you'll be a blessing. This is not about recognition, it's about restoration. I'm restoring what your family lost through struggle and unbelief, and I'm doing it through you. You are stepping into divine favor that cannot be explained. Doors will open that logic cannot justify. Resources will appear without struggle. Solutions will flow from your spirit like rivers in a desert. That's how I move beyond logic, beyond limits, beyond reason. I'm not bound by circumstance, I'm bound by covenant. And my covenant with you is unbreakable. I promise to prosper you, to keep you, to elevate you, and I never fail. Your responsibility is to keep your eyes on me, not the storm. The waves may rise, but I'm the one who walks on water, and I'm teaching you to do the same. Comment 777 if your faith is ready to rise, because your declaration seals the word over your life. You are moving from preparation to manifestation, from obscurity to overflow, from waiting to winning. The time of wondering is over. The time of witnessing has begun. Stand firm, my child. The heavens are shifting, the earth is responding, and every promise I've spoken over you is awakening. You haven't been overlooked, you've been appointed. And the moment of unveiling is now beginning to unfold before your eyes. You've been walking through a refining process that has sharpened your discernment. What once distracted you no longer holds your attention. You are beginning to recognize the difference between what is urgent and what is important, between what is loud and what is divine. I'm teaching you to prioritize peace over pressure, purpose over popularity, destiny over distraction. Every no you've had to say recently was not loss, it was protection. You're learning to preserve your anointing by refusing to waste energy where my presence isn't. You've felt the stretching in this season, like your capacity is being tested. That's because I'm expanding your borders. You're being trusted with more influence, more responsibility, and more spiritual authority. But with elevation comes endurance. Don't mistake the pressure for punishment, it's proof of preparation. You were never meant to stay small. The anointing on your life was always designed to impact nations, to reach hearts across boundaries, to shift atmospheres wherever you go. I'm not just blessing your life, I'm expanding your reach. There will be divine disruptions ahead, not to discourage you, but to redirect you. Plans you thought were certain may shift suddenly, but don't panic. I'm not changing my promise. I'm adjusting your path. The detour is still destiny. You'll look back and realize that every unexpected turn was a step toward perfect timing. Learn to move with me, not against me. When I close one door, it's because the next one opens to a wider horizon. You won't lose what's meant for you, you'll gain what you didn't even know to ask for. Comment 777 if your spirit feels the confirmation, because this is not coincidence, it's orchestration. I'm realigning your relationships. Some will fade quietly, and others will reappear unexpectedly. Don't chase what's leaving, and don't question what's returning. I'm placing people in your life according to purpose, not preference. The ones entering now will accelerate your calling. They'll speak life where others sow doubt. They'll see your potential, not your past. You've prayed for partnership, and I've heard you. The right voices are on their way, those who will lift you, not limit you. The time for hiding is over. I'm calling you to rise, to lead, to stand boldly in what I've given you. You've been humble in the waiting. Now it's time to be confident in the walking. You are not stepping into a spotlight, you're stepping into stewardship. Every gift, every lesson, every scar has prepared you to serve from a deeper place. You won't lead through pride, but through compassion. You won't speak from ego, but from empathy. The mantle I've placed on you carries weight because it carries purpose. Walk in it unapologetically. There's a divine reset happening in your finances. I'm removing the fear attached to money and replacing it with wisdom. You will no longer operate from scarcity, but from stewardship. I'm teaching you how to handle increase with integrity. I'm releasing strategies for wealth creation, not for luxury, but for legacy. Your generosity will unlock provision. Every time you sow in faith, I multiply it in unseen ways. Financial freedom is not just a dream, it's a destiny I've designed for you to walk in. The same hands that once struggled to pay bills will now be hands that bless others. I'm igniting your voice again. Where silence once held you captive, boldness will now flow. You will speak truth with authority and love. Your words will heal, inspire, and awaken hearts. I'm giving you the courage to share your story without shame, because someone's freedom is tied to your transparency. Don't hide what I've healed. The testimony you carry is a weapon against fear. When you speak, the atmosphere will shift. You'll see lives transformed, not by eloquence, but by authenticity. This is your time to release what's been stored inside. Hit that like button if you feel this fire stirring within you, because faith must be activated through action. I'm stirring passion where there's been fatigue, focus where there's been confusion, and hunger where there's been complacency. I'm awakening your spirit to dream again, to believe again, to fight again. The flame you thought was fading is being fanned by my breath. This is not revival from outside, it's rebirth from within. You're not waiting for a move of God, you are the move of God. Everything I placed in you was meant to ignite others. I am restoring your confidence in timing. You've asked, did I miss it? Did I wait too long? The answer is no. My timing is flawless. Even your pauses were purposeful. Every season of stillness was a setup for acceleration. You didn't miss the moment you matured into it. Now that your roots are deep, your growth will be rapid. The opportunities I'm releasing will meet you where you are. You won't have to force what's divinely aligned. You'll recognize my hand because peace will accompany it. You're stepping into a rhythm of grace where striving ends and flow begins. Comment 777 if this word resonates, because your agreement in spirit is opening unseen doors. The blessings that have been held back are about to be released like a flood. You'll stand in awe as things begin to move faster than you can explain. Don't fear the overflow. It's not meant to overwhelm you, it's meant to overflow through you. I'm entrusting you with abundance so that you can carry it wisely. The more you pour out, the more I will pour in. You were not overlooked. You were preserved for such abundance as this. You are entering a season where peace will become your portion. You won't have to fight for rest anymore. Rest will flow naturally. The chaos that once consumed your thoughts will quiet. The weight that once pressed against your chest will lift. You'll sleep soundly, not because everything is perfect, but because you'll finally trust that I am in control. This peace will confuse those around you, but it will confirm your faith. My presence will guard your mind like a fortress. You will move with calm confidence, unshaken by the noise of the world. This is not the end of your story, it's a new beginning. But even as new doors open, stay grounded. Remember who brought you here. The same faith that carried you through the valley must carry you on the mountaintop. Humility will protect your blessing. Gratitude will sustain your growth. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and no height of success will ever pull you away from purpose. You are walking in divine rhythm, perfectly aligned with heaven's design, and nothing can stop what I've already started in you. You've walked through seasons where the silence tested your patience, but silence never meant absence. I was speaking in whispers the world could not hear. I've been teaching you to recognize my voice in the stillness, to trust my presence even when I seem quiet. Every unanswered question became an anchor for deeper faith. Every waiting period became a classroom for wisdom. Now, that wisdom will become your strength. You are emerging with insight, clarity, and spiritual maturity that could only come from walking with me through the unknown. I'm awakening new dreams within you, dreams that once felt too heavy, too costly, too far. I am reviving the vision that fear tried to bury. Don't let the memory of past disappointments silence your faith. What failed before will flourish now, because the soil of your heart has changed. You've grown. You've learned. You've become someone who can handle the harvest. The opportunities I'm bringing are not random. They're redemptive. I'm giving you another chance to do what you once thought was lost. The difference this time is your discernment. You will walk in purpose with precision, not pressure. The season ahead will be marked by divine revelation. Secrets that once confused you will now make sense. Hidden truths will surface. Answers will come not through striving, but through stillness. I'm opening your spiritual eyes to see beyond the surface, to discern what's real from what's merely appealing. This is not just a season of doing, it's a season of knowing. I will show you things before they happen. I will warn you of traps before they form. You will move with confidence, because revelation will precede your steps. You will no longer react to life. You will respond through wisdom. Comment 777 if this word is stirring your spirit, because agreement releases activation. I am calling you into divine partnerships, people whose hearts align with your mission. These will not be shallow connections based on convenience. They will be covenant relationships based on calling. You'll know them by their fruit, by their peace, by their purpose. They will speak life into your destiny and challenge you to grow. I'm removing the counterfeit so the authentic can appear. You won't have to chase loyalty. It will recognize you. The same way I aligned Ruth with Boaz, I'm aligning you with those who will carry vision with you. I am healing your mind from cycles of doubt. The constant replay of old fears and failures ends now. You no longer have to live from anxiety, because I am renewing your thoughts with truth. My peace is rewriting your internal dialogue. You will wake up and no longer question your worth. You will walk into rooms with quiet confidence, knowing that my hand rests on you. Every lie that told you you're not enough is being uprooted. Every voice that tried to define you outside my will is being silenced. You are stepping into the identity heaven has spoken over you, a vessel of purpose, strength, and grace. I see the pressure that's been on your shoulders, the deadlines, the demands, the doubts. You've been juggling more than anyone knows, trying to hold everything together. But hear me now, you don't have to do it all. I am sending divine assistance. Help is coming in unexpected forms. People will appear with the exact resources, words, and wisdom you need. You've carried so much alone, but now you'll see how community multiplies strength. I designed you for connection, not exhaustion. Rest in the truth that I am orchestrating everything perfectly. You don't have to rush what I've already finished. Hit that like button if you feel this confirmation, because gratitude aligns your heart with abundance. I'm multiplying the small acts of faith you've made. Every step, every prayer, every seed sown in secret is producing harvest. You'll begin to see blessings flow from directions you never expected. Opportunities will call your name. Favor will find your hands. Provision will come from unlikely places. This isn't chance, it's divine response. The heavens are opening, and I'm pouring out more than enough. You won't just survive, you'll overflow. You've been craving direction, asking me which way to go, what to pursue, what to leave behind. My answer is simple: follow peace. Peace is my fingerprint on your path. When you sense stillness, that's where I am. When you feel turmoil, pause. I lead through calm, not chaos. I'm teaching you to recognize my rhythm so that every decision flows from rest, not rush. The world measures success by speed, but I measure it by alignment. Stay in step with me, and you'll never walk out of season. You don't have to figure out the future, it's already written, and it's good. I'm preparing you for influence that won't corrupt you. You will rise without pride, prosper without greed, lead without fear. You'll speak truth where compromise has become common. You'll bring integrity back to places that lost it. You will carry light into industries, families, and nations. And you will do it with humility, because your elevation isn't about recognition, it's about representation. You are my ambassador, my vessel, my voice. And through you, many will come to know that they haven't been overlooked either. Comment 777 if your heart knows this is confirmation, because your faith is opening doors faster than you can imagine. I'm not just blessing your life, I'm multiplying your impact. Your influence will ripple far beyond your awareness. People you've never met will be touched by your obedience. You will plant seeds that generations after you will harvest. This is legacy in motion. You're not just living for today. You're shaping eternity through your choices, your prayers, your faith. I'm proud of you, my child. Keep walking. The best is not behind you, it's still unfolding right before your eyes. You've been standing at the edge of something new, sensing the change but unsure of when it will begin. I tell you now, it has already started. The shift you feel in your spirit is the evidence of transition. You are crossing from waiting to walking, from hoping to holding, from expectation to experience. What you prayed for is now materializing before your eyes. The ground beneath you is holy, because this is where promise meets fulfillment. Every delay has been redeemed, every detour divinely directed. Nothing was wasted. Everything was preparation. The doors that are opening now will require courage, not comfort. You can't enter your next chapter carrying the fears of the last one. I am calling you to move differently, to walk with confidence born from communion. The hesitation that once held you back is losing its grip. You will no longer question whether you belong. You will know that you were chosen. I am removing the residue of rejection from your heart. Every no from man was a redirection from heaven. You are walking into a place where your name carries favor, not because of status, but because of purpose. You have endured seasons that demanded resilience. You've learned how to stand in storms without losing your worship. Now, I'm turning endurance into elevation. The same faith that kept you afloat will now lift you higher. You will rise without striving, because my wind will carry you. You will accomplish in months what used to take years, not because you've changed methods, but because I've changed momentum. You are stepping into divine speed. My hand is upon you, and acceleration is your portion. Where there was resistance, there will now be release. Comment 777 if you feel this release in your spirit, because agreement with heaven creates movement on earth. The season of striving is ending, and the era of ease is beginning. But understand, ease doesn't mean absence of effort. It means partnership with power. You're no longer doing it alone. I'm working through you, ahead of you, and around you. You'll start to see divine synchronicities, moments that seem too perfect to be coincidence. That's me, confirming that you're on the right path. Keep your eyes open. Favor is following you. I'm healing your relationship with time. You've looked at others and wondered if you're behind. But heaven doesn't measure success by speed. My timeline is not delayed, it's deliberate. I didn't hold you back. I held you safe until the right moment. Every door that stayed shut protected you from entering rooms not meant for you. Now, the timing is right, the season is ripe, and the harvest is ready. You won't miss it, because it's already written. Stop rushing, stop regretting, and start resting in my rhythm. The time you thought was lost will return multiplied. I see the areas where you've been weary, the prayers that felt repetitive, the faith that felt heavy. I'm breathing fresh fire into those places. You will not run on empty anymore. I'm refilling your spirit with vision, vitality, and victory. The strength that's coming isn't borrowed, it's built from within. I'm awakening passion where there's been numbness, purpose where there's been confusion, and power where there's been fear. The embers of your faith are becoming a blazing flame again. You will burn bright with conviction, and nothing will dim what I've ignited. I am orchestrating divine alignment in your surroundings. The right people, places, and provisions are converging. You won't need to chase opportunities. They will locate you because of the anointing you carry. Doors that were once guarded will open willingly. Conversations that were once difficult will flow effortlessly. I am making the crooked places straight and the rough paths smooth. You will move through this next season with grace and precision. Every step will feel guided, every connection divine. I am not just preparing the way, I'm walking it with you. Hit that like button if your heart knows this is your word, because your act of faith is a declaration of trust. Gratitude is your gateway to greatness. I'm pouring out blessings that your hands can barely contain, but your heart must stay humble to sustain them. Don't forget where you came from when you step into where you're going. The humility that built you will protect you. The gratitude that grounded you will guide you. Stay thankful. Stay teachable. Stay true. Every blessing I give carries responsibility. Handle it with grace, and I'll multiply it without limit. There's a renewal coming to your creativity. Ideas that once seemed distant will return with fresh inspiration. Projects that felt impossible will suddenly find momentum. I'm releasing innovation that carries divine fingerprints. You will speak, write, build, and design in ways that shift atmospheres. You will create with purpose and influence with intention. Don't question your talent. I gave it to you for this exact moment. The world needs what I placed inside you. Every gift is an assignment, and every idea is a seed. Steward it well, and I'll cause it to flourish. I am restoring hope to the dreamers who stopped dreaming. The disappointments of the past tried to convince you that it was safer not to believe, but I am rekindling your hope. Hope is not weakness, it's the foundation of faith. I'm replacing hesitation with holy boldness. You'll dream again, not as before, but with new wisdom. The dreams I'm giving you now come with clarity. There are moments coming when what once seemed ordinary will suddenly feel extraordinary. The places you walk every day will carry a new sense of purpose, because I am infusing the ordinary with divine meaning. You'll begin to notice small signs, subtle confirmations that I am with you. The right words at the right time, the unexpected opportunities, the moments of peace that arrive without reason, all of these are my fingerprints. I'm reminding you that my presence isn't limited to sacred spaces. It's woven into every part of your life. You don't have to look far to find me. I am already there. I'm stirring compassion within you, a deeper empathy for those around you. You've endured enough to understand the silent struggles of others. The comfort you've received will now become the comfort you give. I'm calling you to be light in places dimmed by disappointment, to be strength where others feel weak. Every act of kindness you offer carries eternal weight. Don't underestimate your influence. Even the smallest gesture can shift an atmosphere. I've placed you in this world not just to receive love, but to reflect it. You are a vessel of healing, and your words will mend what others thought was beyond repair. I'm awakening your spiritual authority. The same power that raised Christ from the dead resides within you. Speak with faith, not fear. Declare what you believe, not what you see. When you align your words with my will, heaven responds. You have authority to shift circumstances through prayer, to silence storms with praise, to break chains through declaration. You're not powerless, you are powerful, because I've given you my spirit. The atmosphere changes when you believe it can. Stop speaking from your pain and start speaking from your promise. What you decree in faith will manifest in time. Comment 777 if this truth resonates with your soul, because your agreement releases breakthrough. I'm restoring boldness to your prayers. You will no longer pray timidly, hoping I hear. You will pray with certainty, knowing I move. I'm giving you new confidence in your communication with me. You'll begin to sense my answers quickly, feel my presence clearly, and hear my voice distinctly. I'm removing the confusion that clouded your discernment. You'll no longer wonder if I'm speaking, you'll know. This is the season of clarity. The noise is fading so that revelation can rise. You've carried responsibilities that stretched you beyond comfort, but what felt like stretching was actually strengthening. I've been expanding your capacity to lead, to love, to believe. What used to drain you will no longer intimidate you. You've grown, and your spirit now has the stamina to sustain what's coming. Don't downplay your growth just because others don't see it. I've seen every quiet victory, every battle you faced in silence, every time you chose faith over frustration, and now the strength built in private will shine in public. I am redeeming lost opportunities. The moments you thought slipped through your fingers are circling back in divine form. I never waste potential. What you thought was gone forever is being reimagined with greater purpose. You will not repeat old mistakes because you've gained new wisdom. I'm giving you a second wind for dreams that seemed to die too soon. The doors that once rejected you will now welcome you, not because they changed, but because you did. This time, you will walk through with clarity, confidence, and courage. Redemption isn't coming, it's already here. You will begin to see signs of restoration all around you. The things that felt broken beyond repair will start to align again. Relationships, opportunities, and even your confidence will be restored in ways that leave no doubt of my hand. I specialize in turning ruins into renewal, ashes into beauty, emptiness into abundance. You will see laughter return to places of loss. Joy will revisit where tears once fell. My restoration doesn't just bring back what was lost, it multiplies it. What's coming will be greater than what was taken. Hit that like button if you feel this renewal stirring inside you, because your gratitude releases acceleration. I'm turning waiting into witnessing. You've waited long enough, believed long enough, and now it's time to see what faith looks like fulfilled. You'll no longer just hear about miracles, you'll live in the midst of them. Divine surprises are on their way. You will look back and realize that what seemed delayed was actually being developed. Every not yet is becoming now. Every seed of hope is breaking the surface. Every whispered prayer is turning into visible blessing. I'm calling you to deeper worship, not just songs or words, but a posture of surrender. Worship is where worry ends and wisdom begins. When you fix your eyes on me, perspective shifts. You'll see problems as possibilities, pain as preparation, process as proof of promise. I dwell where praise rises. When you worship, walls fall. When you honor me, heaven opens. Your worship is not wasted, it's warfare. Every moment spent in my presence fortifies your soul and strengthens your spirit. Let your life become a living melody of gratitude and faith. You are entering a season of divine justice. What was stolen will be returned. What was unfair will be reversed. You will not have to fight for vindication. I am fighting for you. The truth will surface. and every false word spoken against you will fall powerless. I'm restoring your reputation, rebuilding your confidence, and reclaiming your peace. You won't have to prove your innocence. My favor will speak for you. The same people who misunderstood you will witness your rise and know it was my hand. I am turning judgment into joy, loss into legacy, pain into power. Comment 777 if your spirit feels the shift, because this is the hour where faith becomes fulfillment. I'm aligning everything that once felt fragmented. The puzzle pieces are coming together, and the picture is finally clear. The things that confused you are finding their purpose. The burdens that once weighed you down are becoming testimonies of strength. You are not who you were when this journey began. You've grown, you've endured, you've evolved. And because of that, I'm entrusting you with more. The season of testing has produced transformation, and now transformation is unlocking triumph. Strategy, and timing. You will not only see it, you will live it. The waiting season has built your endurance for this very manifestation. You are ready, and heaven is in motion on your behalf. Comment 777 if this resonates with your soul, because every agreement in faith shakes the atmosphere. You've been through the fire, but the fire didn't consume you, it purified you. You've walked through the valley, but the valley didn't define you, it refined you. You've faced the storm, but the storm didn't end you, it prepared you. Everything that was meant to break you became the tool that built you. And now, the strength you've gained will carry you into a season of sustained victory. You haven't been overlooked, you've been ordained for overflow, and it's already beginning to unfold. My beloved child, as this word draws to a close, know that this is not an ending, but a beginning. Everything I've spoken over you is already in motion. The promises you've held onto through the storms are now aligning with the rhythm of heaven. You are stepping into the fullness of what I have prepared for you, and no force on earth can hinder what I have ordained. You've waited, you've trusted, and now you will witness. What was once unseen will become undeniable. What was once a whisper will become a shout of victory. You are walking into your divine reality. I've seen your tears, both the ones you showed and the ones you hid. I've watched your silent endurance, your quiet resilience, your faithful obedience when no one else saw. Nothing you have done has gone unnoticed. Every act of kindness, every prayer in pain, every seed of hope sown in faith, they've all reached my throne. I'm rewarding you now, not because of perfection, but because of persistence. You didn't quit when it was hardest to believe. You kept walking when your strength was low, and that has moved heaven on your behalf. You are not forgotten, you are favored. You will begin to see signs that confirm my word daily. The same way morning follows night, light is following this season. You'll sense peace where there was panic, answers where there was confusion, direction where there was uncertainty. I'm ordering your steps with divine precision. Everything that felt random was a thread in the pattern I was weaving. Now, the masterpiece is being revealed, and it is beautiful. You'll see how every loss had purpose, how every closed door redirected you to destiny, and how every delay protected you from disappointment. My timing is perfect, and this moment is proof of that. Comment 777 below if your heart knows this is your confirmation. You've waited long enough, now it's time to receive. The blessing that's coming isn't partial, it's complete. It will overflow into every area of your life. Relationships will heal, finances will flourish, dreams will awaken, and your faith will deepen. You will no longer live in survival mode. You will thrive in supernatural abundance. I'm releasing stability where there's been struggle, peace where there's been pressure, and joy where there's been mourning. The tables are turning, and the story is shifting in your favor. What was once your breaking point is becoming your breakthrough. You are stepping into divine inheritance. The promises of old are now coming alive in you. Generations before you prayed for what you are about to walk into. You are the fulfillment of prayers whispered in faith long before your time. That's why the journey felt so heavy it carried generational weight. But now, the cycles that once bound your family are breaking with you. The curses are crumbling, the limitations are lifting, and the blessings are beginning to flow. You will set a new standard, a new legacy, a new direction. Your obedience has unlocked freedom not only for you, but for those who follow after you. I am crowning you with confidence. You will stand taller, speak clearer, love deeper, and live freer. Fear will no longer dictate your decisions. Doubt will no longer control your destiny. The insecurities that haunted you are dissolving in the presence of my truth. You are stepping into identity unapologetic, unshakable, unstoppable. You'll wake up each day with renewed strength and divine expectation. You will no longer ask, "Will it happen?" but declare, "It's happening now." Your language is shifting from waiting to winning, from hoping to having, from surviving to soaring. If this word speaks to your soul, hit that like button as an act of agreement and subscribe to stay connected to this movement of faith. Because you're not just receiving a message, you're part of a miracle. The atmosphere of faith you carry is contagious, and together we are creating a wave of divine awakening. As you listen, as you believe, as you declare, the supernatural begins to manifest around you. Heaven is responding to your faith right now. The angels are moving, the gates are opening, the chains are falling. You are not waiting for revival, you are the revival. I am blessing you beyond measure. I'm increasing your influence, expanding your borders, and magnifying your impact. But with every blessing comes a calling to love louder, to forgive faster, to give freely. The abundance I'm pouring into your life is meant to overflow. You will become a conduit of blessing, a carrier of light, a reflection of my goodness. Where you go, hope will follow. Where you speak, healing will flow. Where you walk, peace will remain. You won't need to announce that you are chosen, your presence will reveal it. Comment 777 one more time if you believe this is your moment. Declare with your mouth what your heart already knows. I haven't been overlooked, I've been chosen. Speak it boldly, live it fully, and watch as everything I've promised comes to pass. You are entering a season where heaven and earth will agree on your name. Doors will open without resistance, blessings will flow without strain, and miracles will unfold without explanation. You will look back and say, every second was worth it, because now, my child, you are walking in the fullness of destiny. You are not overlooked, you are anointed, appointed, and unstoppable.